Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the NFL landscape lately, you already know that the offseason is never really quiet, especially when it involves a team like the Green Bay Packers. This year, the buzz is centered around a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the Packers' defensive front, and honestly, could be one of the most significant moves we've seen in recent memory. Word is swirling about a possible deal that would send Chris Jones, the interior force from the Kansas City Chiefs, to Green Bay. And let me tell you, this isn't just idle speculation. There's real substance behind the rumors, and the impact could be monumental for the Packers' Super Bowl aspirations. Now I know what you're thinking. Chris Jones? The same guy who's been a cornerstone of the Chiefs' defense since 2016? Absolutely. Jones, who's 31 years old but still playing at an elite level, is a disruptive force on the interior defensive line. Over his career, he's amassed a staggering 80 sacks and 120 tackles for loss, not to mention being a two-time Pro Bowler. His ability to collapse the pocket, stop the run, and pressure the quarterback is second to none, and he's known for earning top grades. His PFF grade last season was an impressive 90, putting him among the best defensive tackles in the league. If the Packers manage to land him, it's like bringing in a game-changing piece that instantly elevates their entire defense. Let's talk about the situation with Kansas City first. The Chiefs are currently in a bit of a rebuild mode after a tough slump following their Super Bowl victory, and some sources, including The Athletic, suggest they might be open to trading Jones. The team is 6-8 this season and appears to be shifting focus toward balancing their cap, especially with their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, still on a massive deal. Notably, Kansas City is sitting with a cap over $15 million in 2026, and moving Jones could free up around $20 million in cap space by trading him now. That's a smart move for a team trying to stay flexible and build for the future, especially considering they're also juggling other issues like their defensive line's depth and consistency. And why would Kansas City consider parting ways with Jones? Well, there are a couple of reasons. Firstly, their defensive line has been somewhat inconsistent, especially on the interior. With Karlaftis emerging as a reliable pass rusher, he logged 5 sacks last season. They might be looking to shift some of the pass rush responsibilities to younger players. Meanwhile, there's some doubt about the future of their defensive line dynasty, especially after the aging of players like Chris Jones himself. The team's interior D-line, which was once a dominant force, has shown signs of decline, and losing Jones would leave a noticeable gap, particularly since their run defense has struggled at times, allowing an average of 110 rushing yards per game, ranking 10th in the league. Without Jones, their interior becomes more middle-tier, less capable of consistently stopping powerful rushing attacks. But for the Packers, this potential trade could be a game-changer. Green Bay has already been building a solid defense, but adding someone like Jones would be a huge step toward becoming a true defensive powerhouse. Imagine a front featuring Jones and Kenny Clark, who is expected to have a strong 2025 season with 6 sacks and a PFF grade of 85. 3. Opposing offenses would have a tough time running the ball against this duo, especially considering how Jones can clog up the middle, contain the run game, and generate pressure from the interior. Last season, Green Bay's run defense allowed around 110 yards per game, which ranked 10th in the league, but with Jones, that number could drop significantly, probably to around 85 yards per game, a reduction of about 19%. That's a huge boost to their ability to control the line of scrimmage and set the tone early in games. And let's not forget the impact on the pass rush. Jones, who averages about 1.5 pressures per game and has an interior pass rush grade of 89.4, would give the Packers a serious interior presence. His ability to penetrate gaps and disrupt plays could lead to an increase in tackles for loss, from an average of 60 to potentially 75, which is comparable to what Wilkins did for the Raiders in 2025 when he boosted their interior pass rush efficiency by around 11%. That kind of pressure is exactly what Green Bay needs to complement their edge rushers and turn the defense into a total nightmare for offenses. Now, considering the playoff picture, adding Jones could be the X factor that pushes the Packers from good to great. His playoff experience, where he's recorded 5 sacks and been a disruptive force, could be crucial in high-stakes moments. If Green Bay makes it to the postseason, having a player with his talent and experience could be the difference in close games, especially when facing top-tier teams like the Eagles. The current odds for Green Bay to make a deep playoff run have shifted favorably, with Caesars showing their Super Bowl odds at plus 750, now moving to plus 600 after the rumors gained momentum. The prospect of Jones anchoring the middle of the defense adds a new dimension of confidence and physicality, which could be exactly what they need to elevate their chances and finally break through to the Super Bowl stage again. This move would also send a message to the rest of the league. The Packers are serious about contending now. They already have a talented roster led by Jordan Love, who's shown flashes of brilliance and is entering his 3rd year as the starter. With Jones on the defensive line, Love would have more time and fewer concerns about the run game and interior pass rush. The offense is still a work in progress, but with a dominant defense, Green Bay could control more games and maintain leads better than ever before. It's a recipe for sustained success, especially in the brutal NFC, where contenders are always fighting for playoff positioning. Of course, nothing is certain until the deal is officially announced, but all signs point toward this being a possibility. The Packers have shown they're not afraid to make bold moves, and this kind of acquisition could set the tone for their entire future. It's about building a trench war squad that can dominate for years to come, reminiscent of the Chiefs' success with a formidable defensive front, but in the iconic green and gold. If Green Bay pulls this off, it could be the start of a new era, one where their defense becomes the backbone of a Super Bowl-winning team once again. Imagine the crowd roaring at Lambeau Field when Jones makes his debut in the green and gold, disrupting offenses, creating turnovers, and inspiring the entire team to play at their highest level. That's the kind of impact that makes fans dream of another Lombardi trophy. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. As we look ahead to the upcoming season, the Packers are already setting themselves up as a team to watch. Their defense is steadily improving, and now with the potential addition of Chris Jones, they could be on the cusp of elite status. The key will be how quickly Jones can integrate into the team's scheme and whether his presence can elevate the entire unit. For fans, this is an exciting time. Expect a lot of talk, a lot of speculation, and hopefully a signature move that propels Green Bay back into the Super Bowl conversation. Remember, the NFL offseason is full of surprises, and this could very well be the most exciting one yet. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. Do you think this move can make a real difference? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing Chris Jones in the green and gold? I know I am, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds in the coming weeks. Keep your eyes peeled, stay engaged, and I'll be back soon with more updates on this and everything Packers related. Until then, let's keep that Packers pride high and get ready for what could be a historic season. Skol.